Is it a gun that sucks balls?
I'm the farting demon in this relationship.
I'd be an awesome rich person.
You're both just an embarrassment.
God, I'm awesome today.
We're talking Tom Hanks and his vehicle.
Yeah, I had my finger in my mouth waiting for you to finish.
You gotta get 4 balls or something?
Like dick piercing?
No, you know damn well I'm fucking that demon.
Still sexy. How could that be close and not be
Yeah,
right?
I'll just kill some random dude.
His wish is a blowjob.
Hey everyone, and welcome to Plotty Time, the podcast where we three gamers discuss video game stories in detail and as very appropriate backlash. On one side of the table, we have Chump Slap.
It's a donut filled with M&Ms. That way, when you finish the donut, you don't have to eat any M&Ms.
On the other side of the table is Dr. Syintist.
She's built like a steakhouse, but she handles like a bistro.
My name is Poppascotch, and as I always say, this is where mechanical excellence and 1,400 horsepower pays off. Welcome to Plotty Time. So we got a bunch for the crevice.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that's because we were out of practice.
I don't think they were all me. First off, I definitely misspoke. When I mentioned when the game came out, December 13th, 1996 in Japan, and October 1st, 1997 in North America.
Okay.
Yeah, I noticed that. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. And that pony song wasn't on the radio.
We were also very confused about when the movie Clay Pigeons came out. It came out in 1998.
I wasn't confused because I never even heard of the movie.
Yeah, I just didn't look it up.
Now, in the beginning of the episode, after I looked into Clock Tower a little bit more to understand what happened, at the beginning of the episode, in the rundown of what happened in the first Clock Tower game, I said Bobby Barrows was the Scissor Man.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the game, it was Dan Barrows who was the Scissor Man, and I didn't know that Bobby was the twin brother of Dan.
Yeah, the fat one who got burned.
Dude.
I didn't remember a twin element at all. From
Get the hell out of here. Well, can I change my score?
No, too late. But I guess both were known to murder the locals, but Bobby was the Scissor Man.
Dan was.
Both.
Well, I think I think Bobby was the Scissor Man in the first game.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
now
geez,
you're saying.
man. Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking stupid. Also, we were very confused about what Professor Barton was doing there talking to all these people. It turns out he was a criminal psychologist actually assigned to the case. I thought he was just like a murder fan that's like, hey, let's try to crack this.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Whew, another question we had about the game, another thing we got wrong. Rick was not at the mansion at the time of the murders. He was the retired butler. He served for 10 years prior to the events of the first game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we just assumed that they murdered people before the first game.
We were just confused because we thought that the butler would have had more insight because he was there for it. Apparently he wasn't. He had retired before the first game happened.
Oh, I knew that. Yeah.
Sure you did. And remember how I think I maybe mentioned that the guy reminded us of the partner in Resident Evil?
Yes.
Daniel Bo Dulles was his name.
Obviously.
I don't remember that at all.
No.
Whew, all right, that was a big crevice. A lot of stuff we had to jam in that crevice for this week.
Yeah, it's pretty full. We got to just go after it.
It's a crevice. You know how big crevices are?
Depends.
Or is it a crevasse? I don't know.
Crevasses are a lot smaller.
That's going to be in the crevice next week.
Sweet. Already starting. So let's go ahead and move over to what the same shit we talk about every week. What do we play, what we watch, what we do? We'll start where we always start. Dr. Syintist. What's going on, buddy?
Well, I watched the new episode of WandaVision.
Mm-hmm.
Really good. Really good.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks I have to wait every week, but we're not going to talk about that again.
I don't need to. You don't need to anger up this blood over here. Yeah. I purposely didn't watch the first two because I saw they were going to release weekly. I'm like, well, guess I'll wait till it's over.
And I watched a lot of Dragon Ball Super on Hulu. Cool. Yeah, I got through the Universe 6 saga.
Tell me
Good
about
stuff.
it.
Well, tell you about it. See, Beerus has a brother.
Next.
Was it better than the 5 saga?
Now, come on.
Don't be an idiot.
They didn't go against Universe 5 versus 4. Man, I thought you were a nerd.
I guess not.
Not that kind.
Not that kind.
So it's bad that I'm cool? I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah, nobody does.
I watched the movie Midnight Sky, the new George Clooney one. It's like
blanking over here.
Yeah.
Something. It was on Netflix. Like something happens on Earth and everybody gets killed except for a couple people, and there's like a spaceship coming back with more people, and he's trying to stop them from landing. And
interesting.
Yeah,
Sounds like a short story I read once.
It is. It's kind of. It was real weird. I don't know, but it was good. I enjoyed it. What did I play? I played The Vanishing of Ethan Carter.
Oh yeah, it's that classic.
Yes, it is a classic. It's a classic
Good?
walking sim. Yeah, it's pretty good.
A walker.
Yeah, it's a walker.
Texas Ranger.
Yeah, the guy from Supernatural is the new Walker Texas Ranger.
That's cool.
No, it's not. But it's a good walking sim. If you get a chance to play it. I believe it was free on PlayStation Plus a while ago.
Word.
And I started this game, an indie game called Spiritfarer.
I've heard of it.
It's like it's really good. You Karen's like retiring, and you're taking over his spot as ferrying people from.
Thanks to Karen.
Yeah, it is Karen. CHARON.
Oh.
Oh, I thought you meant Karen with a K.
Yeah.
Like I want to talk to your manager, Karen.
No, the real Karen.
OG Karen. Got it.
Yeah,
I don't know him as Karen.
I thought it was Charles or Charles.
What an idiot.
Actually, I'm just kidding. Do you ever do that though? You ever read a word on the page and you just never heard it out loud, and then someone says it and you're like, oh fuck, I've been saying it wrong in my head.
But yeah, and then you're like ferrying souls to the afterlife. You got to like try and have them. I don't know how to say it. Make up for things they did and come to terms with being dead.
Repent.
It's a good little indie game.
Are you like filling in, or are you trying to get the job?
It is your job now.
You're the new Karen.
Okay.
Yeah. That's about all I did besides working a shit ton. What about you, Poppascotch? What'd you play, watch? Whatever you did?
Oh, thanks for asking. I started watching the show what's it?
Alice in Borderland.
There it is. I started watching that. I got like halfway through the 3rd episode. I'm still working on it.
What do you think so far?
It's an interesting premise. I don't know how they're gonna like sustain a whole TV series with this idea. I assume there's gonna be other stuff going on in the story, and it's gonna change. And I'm excited to see what it is. I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah, it gets interesting.
It's already pretty neat, but the episodes I saw, they just went and played like 3 different games, and I'm like, is this it? Just a different game each episode? But I'm guessing they're gonna open it up a little bit, make it more interesting than just that. Although the games were fucking cool.
Yeah.
But I started watching that. I also watched a little-known indie film called MacGruber.
Never heard of it. What's it about?
I finally watched it. People have been telling me to watch it for like the last 8 years.
Did it satisfy every urge you ever had?
It was good. I liked when he first met Ryan Philippe, and he's like, "Oh, hey, I heard about you. I'm so glad to meet you." He's like, "Fuck off!" immediately turns this guy into an enemy. Just because he's some other guy from the military.
Oh, that's so good.
I also watched 2 interesting horror movies. I watched Scare Me, the new one, not the one from 2016.
Oh yeah.
That was a newer one?
Yeah, there's one that just came out. It's about a woman who's a writer and a guy who's a struggling writer, and their power goes out in a cabin, and they both hang out, and they start basically telling scary stories to each other. It's very much like a movie for the art kids, because it's like them acting it out with like music cues, and that's about it.
Sounds pretty
it was
bad.
Interesting. It was a little. I mean, if you're not into it, it'd probably be pretty fucking boring, but I liked it. And I also watched Housebound. Have you guys heard about this one?
Is it like Misery?
Sort of.
I think
I've never heard of it.
But is it like a comedy, kind of?
It's sort of like a horror comedy, but it's from New Zealand. And it's about this girl who's like fell in with the wrong guy, and she's like, underage. I think she's like 17 or 18. Yeah, around there. But she got arrested. They put her to 8 months of house arrest with her mother, because that was her last address, and her mother's just one of those people that are insufferable but like super nice at the same time, so you can't really get mad about it.
Wow, they have weird laws in New Zealand.
Yeah, they do. So basically the mom said the place was haunted, and it's always been haunted, and then weird shit starts happening.
Is it all a figment of her imagination because she's stuck at home?
No, it's not. Her mother
Not gonna
thought
watch
it
it
was
then.
a ghost and like started calling ghost shows and talking to them about it.
Oh, documentary, you're saying?
Mostly, yeah.
Okay.
Obviously.
And then the guy, the tech who set up her, the ankle bracelet.
Yeah.
He's an amateur ghost hunter, so he starts walking around the house. With all his
Wow,
toys and
what
shit.
a coincidence.
Well, have you ever been to New Zealand? Most people are ghost hunters.
It's fun. It's fun. Check it out. But what did I play? Ooh, I am not proud to say. Put in some real time on Cyberpunk this week.
Yeah, well.
I've been meaning to ask Sloppy Pickle how it is, so how is it?
Okay.
All right, that's enough for me.
It's okay.
If you don't get hung up on like the stupid little stuff in the game, like does it actually work?
Are there still a shitload of dildos everywhere?
I haven't run into any dildos yet. I assume
Oh, they
that's
must have fixed that.
higher level weapon.
No, apparently there was like a glitch in one of the algorithms that it just made random dildos everywhere.
It rained dildos instead.
Yeah, you can like grab dildos and beat the shit out of people with them.
That's cool.
But I've got through Act 1. The story's great so far. It really is great, and the world is really pretty. It's like Blade Runner and RoboCop, and the color and fancifulness of Back to the Future 2.
All right.
It's good, but it's crashed like 6 times.
Damn. That's a bummer.
On the PS5.
Yeah. Well, it's not. I'm playing the PS4 version on the 5.
Well, I mean, you think that would run better.
I think it runs better than the PS4, but that's a low fucking bar.
Yeah.
But so far, I really enjoy the story. I really enjoy the world. I'm not sold on the combats, and the glitches are very distracting, but I don't know. I'm going to see where it goes.
He likes the dildos.
By story, I meant to say dildos. I'm sorry. I've been getting my words mixed
Dildos
up
are very intriguing.
left and right. But that's it. That's all I played. How about you there, Sir Chump Slap? Playing, watching, doing. What's going on with you?
Well, I'm playing some dudes like I do,
Dootin' dunes. Okay.
Still leveling up.
Oh, yeah?
Finished about 12 guns now. Got about 10 more.
Prestige again?
I don't know. I don't think I prestige from last week. Going slow. I'm playing a little less of it now.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you, loser now?
There's no double XP, so what the fuck? Why waste my
even
time?
bother?
Yeah, just might as well wait till the next double XP. It's gonna be like a
Exactly.
week and a half from now.
Or if you buy like a Mountain Dew and redeem the cap or something.
True.
Get some of the big, thick beef jerky sticks. Slim Jims. Dude, I remember buying those because I could get battle packs in Battlefield 4. I'd buy
Really?
Slim Jims and like type in a code and
Ew.
be like, here you go.
Ew, would you throw them away?
I didn't say I was proud about it. No, I ate a single one of them because they're delicious and terrible for me.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
I was a young kid. I was 33. Like, what are you gonna do?
What are you going to do? You
I
you
didn't
make
know
some
any better.
mistakes. But I played a little bit of Man-Eater as well.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's all right. If you feel like switching off and just floating around the ocean as a shark eating shit. It's different.
Did you get to eat any people? Tell me you ate people.
Oh, yeah. Like the
Okay.
first mission's like eat 10 people at the beach.
Nice.
So are people hunting you too that you got to avoid?
Yeah, or you could just eat them. I mean, I've only played a little bit of it, and there was like 3 fisher boats. You had to kill the people on it. You jump out of the water, smack them.
Sounds pretty good.
It's fun. I don't know. It's the only game that makes me want to kind of use inverted controls because I'm underwater.
That's a stupid talk. I'm leaving.
it feels wrong, but I didn't change it to inverted. So let's
Who are you?
What I watch. Heard a lot of people talking about this, so I gave it a little bit of a watch. The Night Stalker documentary on Netflix.
Oh, how was it?
Which Night Stalker is it?
The serial killer.
There's 2 Night Stalkers.
85, California.
Richard Ramirez, right?
That's his name.
That's his
yeah.
name?
Okay.
It's got the pentagram.
The one
on
that
his
was
hand.
from the American Heist horror story.
I
Yes.
guess. I don't know.
Okay, that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but it's like every fucking documentary. It's like, oh, let's talk to the detectives.
Is it like the Bundy tapes, but with Night Stalker?
I don't. Yeah, I guess because it's like every documentary. Man. It's like, oh, let's interview the detectives. Let's interview the old lady who saw him fucking farted at Baskin Robbins. Tell us all about it.
Yeah, there hasn't been many. I I don't know if this is good or bad. Many changes to the documentary game recently, you know?
Yeah, I mean, switch
Well,
it
nobody
up
can
once
go
in a
out for
while.
interviews or anything right now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, it's good. I don't know much about him. I've only watched 2 of the 4 episodes, so I assume he gets caught. I mean, I don't know.
Well, according to American Horror Story, he lives on at a summer camp. Sorry to ruin it for you.
That probably makes sense.
Boilsies!
Jeez.
He also, oh, God. In that story, doesn't he get, like, his ass beat by the neighborhood?
Yeah, he does. That happens. That's how he gets
And then he
arrested.
dies and then resurrects himself through blood. That's a wild
Yeah,
show.
he makes a deal with the devil
That's
to
based
come
on
back
true-
and kill more people.
Based on true story.
Yeah,
though.
I thought that was the documentary you were talking about.
I don't know. I didn't finish it. Stop
Yeah.
spoiling it.
You never know. Don't bust his chops yet. Oh, that's great.
I watched some really bad movies.
No.
Yep. I watched this one called Baal, the Storm God.
Baal?
Yeah, with the apostrophe between the A's.
Yeah.
It's about this Sumerian god,
Baal?
Baal,
Oh,
and he has these 4,
balls?
like,
How could I not? Come on.
Didn't see it coming.
these 4 fucking pieces that are just spread out through the world to make sure he doesn't come back. And then some guy's like, oh, I'm going to find them all.
Oh, story as old as
Put them
time.
together. And they're like, oh my God, there's these storms and they're taking over the entire earth.
So it's like Geostorm?
Kind of, but created by a god.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That might
Well,
be
we all know
interesting.
Geostorm. We're familiar with that, clearly.
Yeah, obviously.
Dude, you know how many times I watched that movie?
Too many.
6.
About.
But then, I don't know. It's like a made-for-TV movie. You could tell by how the edits are, like how it just fades to black
cuts
and
the
then cuts to
commercial.
a screen. Yeah. But, it's fucking bad. Give it a look. I watched Ants on a Plane.
Ants on a plane.
Ants on a Plane.
Are the ants big?
Nope. Just little ants.
I could see how that would be annoying.
They're little bullet ants that apparently,
Oh, that sucks.
yeah, but they're genetically altered somehow.
Oh, like, let's genetically alter
they're
bullet ants.
more deadly. They can kill people. And there just so happens to be an entomologist on the plane who's like,
Oh, thank God.
she like looks at one of the ants. She's like, this is a bullet ant, but it's genetically different. It's like, oh my God, it's so bad.
How are they more deadly? Did they like chop people's heads off?
No, I don't know. They're just like killer bees. If they swarmed you, they could kill you.
Yeah, but I mean, bullet ants can do that already, so.
Yeah, but they were more deadly.
Oh.
So it only took a couple, not like a fucking full swarm.
And instead of taking like 2 weeks, it took,
Yeah, I don't know.
20 minutes.
It's a wild ride.
Sounds good.
It also seemed like a made-for-TV movie.
In hindsight.
I'm sensing a theme here.
Yeah, well, not this last one here.
Okay.
I guess I'll make it the slapper of the week because I didn't really watch anything that slapper.
Slap!
They Nest.
Ooh.
Nest.
Ooh.
I'm gonna guess that the they is a group of outlaw biker snake men. And their nest is they're helping out birds.
I'm going to say
Pretty close, right?
That's pretty close.
it's kind of like They Live,
I wish.
but with like hibernating mammals.
Not even close. It's about these genetically altered
Jesus.
armadillo bugs.
Oh, I was close. Oh, armadillo bug?
Yeah. It looks like a cockroach. It can get confused for a cockroach. They make sure they tell you that at least 6 times in the movie.
Oh, good.
And they swarm people and kill them. And then they lay their eggs inside their body. And,
Then they nest. It all comes full circle.
yep, it's like classic 80s horror. It all came out around the same time as all those fucking bug movies. I can't think of a single one, but you know what I'm talking
Frost spiders.
Sure.
about. Yeah,
8-legged freaks.
Yep. Arachnoquake.
Arachnoquake.
Seen them all.
Oh Christ! Do the spiders create the earthquake, or does the earthquake unleash the
That's a
spiders?
completely different movie from Armadillo Bugs.
Yeah, but the earthquake unleashes the spiders.
Oh, good. Okay,
And they
you
can
know what I'm
spit
saying.
fire, obviously.
Oh, great.
As an earthquake spider would be.
Yeah. You never seen one?
Obvious.
Good thing you don't live in California.
Oh, Jesus. Is that it? That's all you got?
Yeah, that's it.
All right, well, then we'll just go ahead and we'll move on to video game news / stuff. Resident Evil Village got announced. It's coming out May 7th. Well, I guess it was announced before that, but it's coming out May 7th.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
surprised you didn't play Maiden.
I did. I forgot to talk about that, didn't I? I sure did.
Is that the demo?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very short. It's extremely short.
I
You
saw a
just
couple people play it.
escape from a jail. You find a key. You go outside and you meet the tall lady, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, it's no really playing. It's just showing how cool it looks, right?
Yeah, it looks very pretty.
I was watching someone play it, and as soon as she appeared, they're like, "Ooh, step on me."
Oh, yeah, a lot of people on the internet are really into this tall lady. Like, really into her.
I'm
You know
sure.
what I'm saying? It's all right. Whatever floats your boat. But yeah, that got announced. Also, it hit both of my worlds when it was announced at this Resident Evil event that there's going to be a crossover between Resident Evil and The Division 2.
What?
That is stupid.
All it is outfits.
Yeah, I was going to say a skin.
What kind of
Skinner outfits.
Division outfit are you going to get in Resident Evil?
No, other way around. You get
Oh.
Resident Evil outfits in The Division 2.
No, then it's not a crossover. It's kind of just like a
It's just a one-way, I guess.
yeah.
But I wanted to bring it up, and I wanted to talk about it because this is not exactly, but it's kind of like what Fortnite does. They just license out properties, shove a character in the game, make it an event. Are we going to see more of this crossover stuff?
Yep.
Probably.
I'm sure Call of Duty's just waiting to fucking put a John Wick or something in there. Well, they did that in
probably.
Fortnite. John Wick.
Probably.
Oh, they did.
Yeah. Surprised they haven't had a Wonder Woman one yet.
It's DC, though. Isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean,
They just had Marvel last season. It was a whole fucking season about it.
Other news / stuff we got. The Uncharted movie has been delayed till 2022.
Oh
We're
no!
never getting it.
I think they're shooting it now, but I have no idea.
I'm still waiting for Black Widow.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, it was about to come out almost a year ago, right?
Yeah, I think it was March last year.
Jesus.
Gosh darn it.
And the other video game news is the Borderlands movie has begun shooting in Budapest.
Oh, that upsets me.
Yeah,
Well, wait till you see Kevin Hart in the Borderlands movie. I'm sure it'll be awesome.
he's gonna be Roland.
I have no idea who he's playing. I don't think he's even quote unquote confirmed.
Maybe he's doing the voice of Loaders or Claptrap or something.
Possibly.
I don't know. I don't like it, though.
Maybe if it's cell shaded, like an animated movie. But if they're filming in Budapest, I don't think they'd be that way.
I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's being done by Eli Roth. How could it be bad?
There's a lot of reasons
yeah,
it could be
good
bad.
stuff. Well, I'm back on the board.
Hey, here we go. The guy who made fucking... I can't even think of his movie.
Hostile?
There it is. The guy
Yeah,
who made Hostel.
that fantastic
So
film.
there's going to be a lot of gore?
IMDb says that Cate Blanchett is playing Lilith and Kevin Hart is playing Roland.
Cate Blanchett did a good Hella.
She's always great, though.
Wait. Roland? No. He wasn't even funny.
Kevin Hart is Roland?
That's
Yeah.
what IMDb says.
Roland was a fucking soldier.
Yeah. He was very serious and unfunny.
That should be The
entire time.
Rock.
But The Rock is funny.
Sometimes. Did you see?
Tooth Fairy?
I was going to say,
He's a very convincing hockey player, I'll say that.
yeah, I don't know. That seems like bad casting to me.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see.
Maybe he's Brick.
Maybe. I mean, that's what IMDb says. Who knows if it's true.
The Rock could be Brick.
Yeah.
That'd be a good
But
one.
anyway, that's all I got for video game news / stuff.
All right.
Isn't Kevin Hart like 4 feet tall?
Yeah.
He's like 5-something, 5'2".
He's like normal Hollywood height.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah. Like all those fucking major stars are tiny little people.
Not Conan O'Brien.
I said major stars.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Not podcast superheroes.
This may surprise you, but Conan O'Brien did something before podcasts.
No.
That doesn't sound right.
You're going to have to put that in the crevice.
But anyway, let's go. Let's get into the game. How about it?
Yeah, let's go. It's a pretty tight game.
All right, so this week we're doing a sequel to a game we already discussed. Probably should have looked up when the last time we did that, but fuck it. This week we're talking about the action, adventure, stealthy platformer jumper, and for some reason Leonardo da Vinci creates a gun for you game, Assassin's Creed 2.
Was there an Assassin's Creed movie?
Yes.
I thought so.
It had
Jake Gyllenhaal?
No.
That
The
was
guy who played
Prince
Magneto.
of Persia. Okay.
What the hell's his name?
I know.
Fassbender.
Yes, Michael Fassbender.
All right.
This game, Assassin's Creed 2, released November 17th, 2009. The bangers on that the radio that week include Paparazzi by Lady Gaga,
Ooh. Okay.
TikTok by Kesha,
I must have stopped listening to the radio way before this.
I'm pretty sure neither of you listen to pop music at this time.
No.
well, no one missed this one, Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus.
Oh, you're right.
That's easily the best jam ever written. Still the number one play on my
In my heart.
no on the app on your phone that plays jukeboxes. It's my number one.
You just try to piss people off.
No, it's a great song.
It's a banger.
It is.
That's the bangers on the radio. That's what we said. But it was released for PlayStation 3, Xbox 360, PC, and Mac OS, developed by Ubisoft Montreal, published by Ubisoft. It was written by Corey May, Joshua Rubin, and Jeffrey Yohalam.
I don't know why, but when we did Assassin's Creed, you didn't know how to pronounce Ubisoft.
Ubisoft?
Yeah. And it was pretty funny.
Ubisoft?
Listen to Poppascotch try and figure it out.
Well, now I don't remember which it is. It's Ubisoft, right?
I think it's
Ubisoft.
Ubisoft?
Ubisoft.
What did
hard.
I just say less than 30 seconds ago? That's the one that's right, and I'm going with it and not saying it the rest of this
All
episode.
right. Good shit.
So, this week, Dr. Syintist, you picked it. How about you give the people a little rundown, maybe tell us about the first game, whatever. Lead us into it.
Well, if you want to know about the first game, go listen to our other podcast about Assassin's Creed.
Good
Whenever
point.
that was, who knows?
Yeah, it doesn't really come up in this game that much.
No, but first you start off as Desmond
From the first game.
Yep.
And he's kind of recapping what happened, that he was kidnapped by Abstergo, and he's been put in this thing called the Animus, and he's reliving lives, trying to help him find something.
Now, did we all play this?
I played 2.
I played 2.
When I watched this, I remembered playing a lot of it, but I don't think I finished it.
I do know that I earned the platinum, and it didn't give it to me.
Well, then you didn't earn it, did you?
I'm missing a trophy for completing one of the chapters.
Oh, okay.
But I have all the others because for some reason
You had
they
a glitch or something.
Yeah,
You got to play it again.
I'm not gonna play it again.
I platinumed 2, and then I immediately I played it 2 years later, but then I immediately went into Brotherhood and platinumed, or I didn't platinum Brotherhood because there were 6 multiplayer trophies I wasn't doing.
Oh yeah.
I remember playing the flying part, but
That was
after
annoying. That was annoying because it was inverted controls, and there was
remember
nothing you could do to
shit.
change it.
maybe that's
I
why I
remember
put
that.
it down.
I do remember that because it was a pain in the ass. But anyway, it starts off with Lucy kind of breaks into your, I guess, cage, wherever you're held.
Cell, I guess?
Yeah.
Holding area? I don't know.
And you may remember Lucy from the first game.
Dormitory.
She's like a nurse who helps you get in the Animus.
Yeah, she's missing a finger.
Yeah. And she
That's what you remember?
From this video.
She pointed out in the video.
I don't even remember that part. She's voiced by Kristen Bell.
Yep.
Should say that.
As she was in the first
Kristen
game.
Bell.
But she puts you in the Animus because she needs to copy some files for some reason. And you jump in the Animus real quick, and you witness the birth of a baby. You being born as somebody else besides Altair, who you played in the first game. So then you kind of get out. She copies the files, and then you escape Abstergo in a trunk for some reason.
So you can't be seen when you get out of the parking structure.
Don't you think they'd look for Lucy too?
No, she's in and out. She works there.
All right.
Right?
I did like how Desmond was like cracking jokes as they're trying to escape, and Lucy has fucking blood all over the front of her shirt.
Yeah.
And he's like, what would you say? Is it amibus? Amibuses? Amibi? He's like cracking up at the fucking plural of the word. It's like, dude, people are dead.
Yeah,
Maybe take this seriously. I was like, that's out of character.
She stuffs you in a... Oh, go ahead.
Is he, he's Nolan North, right?
Yes.
Okay. Famous voice actor. Go look him up.
I don't know if Nolan North voices Ezio, but he does voice Desmond.
I don't think he does Ezio.
Yeah, because...
It's somebody else.
It doesn't
It's like a
sound
whole
like him,
different
but-
accent.
So you travel in this trunk until you get to a special assassin hideout. Mm-hmm. And Lucy explains to you that the assassins keep getting killed and they need more assassins. So they want to use the bleeding effect of the animus, which you learn about in the first game, to train you to be an assassin.
In real life.
In real life, yes. Kind of like the Matrix downloading stuff. But
She has these skills already.
well, she is an assassin. Yes.
Yeah. But does she have all these skills? She has eagle vision and shit?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. I think she's just in the coalition, but she doesn't have like the lineage of assassins from hundreds of years ago.
Okay.
Part of the reason you have an eagle vision is from the bleeding from the first game.
Yeah, that's special. I got you.
And what is bleeding for those listeners that didn't listen to the first one?
It's an effect of the animus that, you can see things in real life that are from the animus. It kind of mixes the two worlds. It's weird.
You can actually learn things.
Yeah.
Like VR. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can see symbols. Well, that was blood on Desmond's walls. You could see from Subject 16, but we'll get to that later. Mm-hmm. And here you meet one of the most annoying characters ever created, Sean Hastings.
Must be in the name.
And Rebecca Crane. Hastings?
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't care for him. He was very, very
Stupid.
brash for no reason at all.
Yeah, because he's an assassin. He's like, this guy's not even an assassin.
Yeah, he's like, I look up data for you on the internet.
Yeah. He's jealous that he can't go in the animus,
Yeah.
really. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's animus envy.
Definitely. For sure. And they said that Lucy was gone for 7 years undercover.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She comes back into the new hideout, sits down right on a computer, starts working, and never is there hey, where's the coffee maker? I haven't been here for 7 years. Nothing.
They
She
didn't
just
change
slides
a thing.
right
They
into
must talk a lot while you're in the animus.
it. I guess.
Well, who knows?
But
The bathroom was back here, right? I haven't been here in 7
who the
fucking
fuck ate my pretzels?
Assholes. I had my name on them.
But anyway, you eventually go back into the animus to start your assassin training. And you arrive at Florence in 1476, where we meet our main protagonist, Ezio Auditore de Firenze, who is a great character.
It's pretty cool.
But
I like him.
I like him too. Easily the best assassin, I think, from the Assassin's Creed games that I played. Anyway, I didn't play them all.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many. How could you?
I don't know.
I
really
remember
don't know.
I played 2 and I played Brotherhood right in a row. Literally one after the other. I enjoyed the hell out of both of them. And then by then I think 3 had come out. And I'm I'm burnt out on the Ubisoft.
Yeah, they came out too often.
Yeah, and you didn't even finish all 3 of the Assassin's Creed 2 games.
Right. And there's those crazy Ubisoft maps that have 700 fucking things on them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very memed out on the internet, but there's 9,000 jobs for you to stupid shit for you to do. And I was like, I'm done. I need a break. And then I don't think I ever went back to the series after that.
So Ezio starts, and it's kind of like your tutorial missions. You get into a high school brawl with a gang of other people.
Yeah.
And your brother shows up, and he teaches you some stuff, and you learn that Ezio's a womanizer. Ooh.
Is he?
Eh.
Or did he only have the heart for this one woman?
I don't know. That's a question we'll ask later. And you meet Leonardo da Vinci, too, here in the beginning, who is a important character in this game.
He's a cheap ass. That's my favorite part.
But you go on, and then you head back home, and you find out your brothers and dad have been arrested for, I believe, treason of some sort. And you go and talk to your dad, and he's like, yo, go get the thing from that place I hid that thing that time. And
Yeah, it's pretty much a quote.
give it to
You won't know what that thing is.
Yeah.
And it's not going to make sense.
but it's in that place.
Where I put the thing that time.
Yeah. And then give it to Alberto so he can say, hey, these guys are free. So you do that. You go to your house and you find assassin gear, which you would know if you played the first game what it was.
Sure.
And then you bring the papers to Alberto, and Alberto's like, oh, yes, this will prove they're free. They're innocent. I'll let them go tomorrow. And you're like, cool. That's cool.
Good shit, man.
Sounds like a really, really cool dude.
Yeah, he's a pretty neat guy.
I like him. I think he's pretty great. I think he's going to be a good guy the rest of his
Yeah, he's definitely going to help you.
I just want to say I looked it up, and apparently I did beat it. I just don't remember.
Fantastic.
So the next morning comes, and your dad and your brothers are at the gallows. I don't know if they call them gallows in Italy in the 1400s, but that's where they are. And Uberto just ignores the evidence you gave. It's like, you're guilty. Hang them all. And Ezio's like, no.
He's like, since there's no evidence, nobody gave me anything.
Ezio didn't come to my house last night.
No one has anything that could possibly refute these charges. NBD. I forget, what did they actually hit him with?
Treason.
Yeah, I think it was treason, but of some sort.
Stealing
Like,
money.
Yeah. We know pretty well what it is in America right now, what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Except actually people are actually getting in trouble in that version.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So I did like the fact that Ezio started as like he wasn't like the richest person in the town. Like his family wasn't loaded, but his dad was, they're in the upper class.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
Maybe
dad's
middle,
got
like
connections.
upper middle.
Yeah, like respected banker
Yeah.
type situation. Their family wasn't doing too bad, so he had the time to like go chase ass and get in street fights.
Yeah. But your dad and your brothers get hanged, and they're just hanging there. And Ezio's like, no! And the guard's trying to arrest him because Uberto's like, arrest that guy. He gave me evidence. No, wait, no, he didn't. And
No, he didn't.
No, you didn't give me shit. I don't know who that is.
so Ezio runs away from the guards, and he goes to meet his sister and mom at a brothel because that's where they go to hide.
Sister and mom.
Yes.
Yes. That's what I said, right?
That is what you said, but it sounded here
Sound
like sister
sister-in-law.
mom.
Oh.
I was like, sister mom, easy.
And your sister, or is it your mom? Your mom teaches you how to like steal and stuff, which is no tutorial thing. And I get. Do you bring a paper to LDV?
Yeah.
I wrote him as LDV the entire time because I didn't want to write Da Vinci the entire time.
Because
He gets the blade for you.
yeah, it was in your dad's.
Yeah, I just have LDV gives you the
Thing.
blade. But you get this paper and you bring it to Leonardo, and he's like, "Oh, cool! I'll make this for you because I can read this code." And he makes the hidden blade for you, which is the coolest weapon ever.
It's
up there.
It's pretty neat.
What melee? Coolest melee for sure.
And then you go and get your revenge on Roberto. Pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, psh, and the cool thing that when you kill somebody, it kind of like shatters the animus. And,
I like when you kill Alberto. You just like stand above his dead body. You're like, I'm Ezio. I did this. Real fucking smooth.
He was like trying to, I don't know, get revenge for his family, and he just admitted to a crime and who he was.
Yeah, it was pretty
They
good.
could have just thrown his address out, like at that point.
I mean,
right?
everybody knows where he's at anyway.
I'm at the Motel 6 on 3rd.
I've been hiding at this brothel with
I
my
have
mom
never
and
been
sister.
to this brothel.
Perfect.
But yeah, that happens. And then you're leaving town with your sister and your mom.
Yeah, because you just fucking
Yeah, because
murdered
you just
a dude.
murdered a dude. And I guess you're still wanted for treason and murder.
Yeah. Mm.
And you get ambushed by the dudes you had a fight with in the beginning, the high school brawl. But lo and behold, some guy comes out and saves you, and it's your Uncle Mario.
Oh my God.
Don't even start. We'll skip that.
No.
Oh, no, we can't. We just can't.
He had to say it. And he's like, it's me, Mario.
Even, like, at the time watching, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Well, it didn't get better.
Surprised he didn't wink at the screen afterwards.
It's like, remember from the games, the plumber, the guy? Get it? Get it?
But
Yeah, we get it. Thanks, Assassin's Creed 2.
he trains you in some battle ways, so you know what to do, because you want to get back at another guy who had to do with your father's and his brother's death, the Depazis.
And if I watched or, gathered the information correctly, he knows his family was double-crossed or framed or set up, but he still doesn't know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So he needs to find out why and then get revenge.
Yeah,
basically.
so
I don't think he even cares why. He just wants to get whoever's fucking involved with it.
So he goes and kills Vieira de Pazzi after his training with his brother. And then he goes back home, and his uncle's like, hey, let me show you these codex pages, and they're just on a wall. He's like, yeah, they should all fit together, maybe.
Yeah.
Get them interpreted by LDV and bring them back.
He's like, I've been collecting these. They have little numbers on them. It's like 4 of 20. I don't know. Yeah. See how many we can get.
I don't know. I have no idea.
So you head back to Florence, and you talk to Leonardo, and you're kind of trying to hunt down more people that had to do with your family being slaughtered.
Sure.
And you come across information about Francesco de Pazzi. So you're like, let's go kill him.
Mm-hmm.
And they're kind of like, you're like, all right, he's going to be at this church in the morning, and he's going to try and kill somebody. I'll save him.
Going to try to kill Lorenzo
Medici, who, if you know your Italian history, is a pretty important dude. So you save him and you kill Francesco.
The Medicis are allies. Like, you are allied with them. And what was the other family? It'll come up later, I guess.
Yeah, he tells you a story. He's like, when I was a kid, I fell in the river. Your dad saved me. Family's been loving each other since.
But he's basically the people who are in power framed his father, so he's basically overthrowing the government in several different cities.
Yeah, and installing people who want to take their place.
Right.
Which is,
Which
always
say they're good people.
Yeah.
Well, they are. Some are.
Until they get the power.
Then they get the khakis.
Then you get the women.
You get the khaki. I fucking forgot all about that. So great.
After you kill Francesco de Pazzi, you go back to your Uncle Mario's, and he starts doing some vague allusions to a prophet and pieces of Eden that you have absolutely no clue, and Ezio really doesn't give a shit about.
He's like, whatever, dude. These guys killed my dad. What the fuck?
I'm going to go kill some more Pazzis. Let's hunt down the guy they were talking to, Jacopo. So that's what you do next. And you kill a couple people, and you find out where Jacopo is. And you follow him to a meeting. And then you see he's meeting with a big heavy hitter, Rodrigo Borgia.
He was a famous dude, IRL.
Yeah, he was Pope.
Is this where you're bringing in the other group of people you didn't know existed?
Yeah.
Or, well, you didn't know were involved, I should say.
Yeah, because Rodrigo's there and a couple people are there. And you constantly follow people to meetings who are talking to other people. And you're like, well, I got to kill them too.
Yeah. You just want to kill more people. You're like, all right, well, they got something to do with it.
I'm going to keep getting revenge.
This guy knew my dad.
But Jacopo goes and has a meeting with Rodrigo Borgia, and Rodrigo kills him because, Jacopo's kind of
loose end.
Yeah. And
Sure.
then he's like, I know that assassin's here. Get everybody. Guards, get him. And then you have to fight a bunch of guards, and you talk to Jacopo. And
yeah, he didn't kill Jacopo. He was laying on the ground suffering.
Yeah, he was dying.
Yeah.
But, and then your quest against the Pazzi's done. So you're like, all right, now I just got to find everybody else who killed them because I killed that family.
Oh, man.
Yeah, like the whole family.
Yeah. Well, now
Like
this
every
guy's
male.
involved, so.
So you decide to move to Venice because that's where the next people are you're hunting down.
Mm-hmm.
And coincidentally, LDV is living there now too. He's like, hey, I just moved in.
Yeah, you run to him on the way. You're like, hey, man, were you going there? Cool. Can I get a ride with you?
And then on the way there, you get attacked by Borgia's men, and you have to drive. Well, I guess you're not driving it, but you have the carriage, and there's a carriage fight. And I remember these parts being really annoying in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And then
There were definitely parts of the game, most of it I forgot, but I definitely remember the carriage being a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
And the flying part too.
Yeah. And then poof, you're out of the Animus because, you can't stay in there for too long.
Yeah.
Because, you'll die.
Obviously, like Subject 16.
Yeah, they talk about Subject 16 here too a little bit. Who, since you're Desmond was Subject 17. Is the guy before you who they left in too long and he went insane. And you see random things from him scattered throughout the Animus, like relics he's left you, and he left you clues for everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then like, hey, let's test if this ability is working at all.
All right.
So they go down and you have to assassinate a couple buttons.
Assassinate a couple buttons. That's nice.
And then she's like, yeah, you're learning. That's good. And then you kind of just have an out of animus hallucination about Altair.
And then Sean's a dick a little bit more here.
Yeah.
What else is new?
Well, your hallucination of Altair is him impregnating a chick, a woman.
Oh, which kind of gets you thinking.
Yeah. You're like, huh, I guess I can follow sperm around.
Is that how the MNBS works?
Yep.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, I guess like one cell. Well, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Then, Sean's a dick, and Rebecca sticks up for you, and like, all right, let's go back to Venice.
Boom.
So
Venice.
hop back in the Animus.
1481.
They kept calling it Venezia. I was like, what
Venezia,
are they talking
yeah.
about?
It's the way the Italians say it. It's like Firenze was Florence.
Yeah, I got it eventually when I looked up the guide of the game, and it's like, then you go to Venice. I'm like, oh, that's
They're like, no, I didn't. I went to Venezia.
And this is when Leo's with him, right? When they get to Venice?
Yeah.
And I just remember the fish guy.
Yeah.
Just fish slapped, and then he got arrested.
Yep.
People walking around slapping fish, I guess.
That was pretty good.
Yeah, because there's like a guy taking over all the markets.
Yeah, being a real dick.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you kind of like go to the palace where this guy is, where all the, what are they called?
I don't know.
The people who sell things at markets.
Merchants.
Where the merchants are being taken after their things and stuff. And you see a bunch of people just run in past the guards.
Sure.
And one of them tries to climb up a wall and gets shot, and then you kind of like help her out.
Yeah.
And this is where you meet Rosa, who was shot in the leg, and Antonio, who kind of runs like a resistance in Venice.
This is where you try coffee for the first time.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Which I don't think is... Did they have coffee? Isn't coffee from like South America?
He says they got it from somewhere. He's like, yeah, we just got this imported, try it out.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have gotten it from South America.
Like,
in
I
the
don't know, it's a little
1400s.
bitter. You
Yeah.
should put some sugar in it.
That was so fucking...
Yeah, these are the things
You've never
that stick
heard
out
of
in my
coffee,
mind.
but you know sugar. Don't they take the same climate to grow in?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to say yep and not look it up for the crevice.
Sounds good. In
Oh, wow.
1481, yes.
Poppascotch said it, so it's probably wrong. So you discuss the guy who's been doing this with Antonio, whose name is Emilio Barbarigo, the other family you're against
Fucking
here.
Emilio, dude.
And you make a plan. You're like, oh, well, he had something to do with my dad dying and my brother's dying, so let's hunt him down and kill him. And
Sounds good.
Yeah. Antonio's like, hey, do some things for me, save some of my buddies, and then we'll storm the palace with you. You're like, sure. So you do that.
Yeah, because you're like, I need an army. And it's like, I know this guy. He's got an army.
How about that?
Yeah.
So you do all his little things, and you storm the palace, and you find out Emilio was trying to overthrow Florence. So you're like, oh, he's getting my hometown too? Let's kill him. So you kill him. Mm-hmm. And then all the merchants come back to the market, and it's like, yeah, you did a good thing, Ezio. Good job, good job.
What'd they call him? The Doge?
The Doge, I guess, is what they call the ruler of the town.
How do you spell
Kind
that?
of like a mayor. Like dog.
Like Doge.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
At least that's the way the closed captioning had it spelled.
Okay.
I assume that's how it's spelled.
That's how I spelled it. And I was like, that can't be right.
The Doge, D-O-G-E, was an elected lord and chief of state in several Italian city-states. So, yeah.
Oh, he was
Oh.
elected?
That's where that meme comes from.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
Now it
exactly.
makes sense.
It's all coming together.
But you talk to Antonio about, because Emilio was talking to a bunch of people before he killed him. And you're like, yeah, that's Carlo and the Grimaldis and the Barbarigos. They're all together. They're all one thing. You're like, well, let's go kill Carlo next.
Sounds good to me, brother.
Was that Roger Man Randy Savage?
As Antonio man, Randy Savage.
And then you're following Carlo around, and you see he meets with your enemy Rodrigo Borgia, and like and they're making a plan to kill the Doge and install Carlo. Mm-hmm. So you're like, hey, Antonio, this is what they're doing. He's like, we can't get in there.
Nah, man, only birds can get in there, bro.
Oh, and you're like, I got an idea. Let's do the worst part of any Assassin's Creed game ever.
It's like, I know this guy.
Jeez.
And I hated this part so much.
I remember dying so many times
Yeah.
in this part.
Sometimes you couldn't.
It was very, very dumb, right? It was dumb.
Yeah, like you couldn't see the next flame, or you get hit by an archer.
Yeah. You had to like kick them off roofs.
Yeah.
So you get like a hang glider and you try and fly your way into the palace, which is just
Oh, yeah, and like even if you'd have to hit the next site perfectly.
yeah.
And you can't miss one either.
And sometimes the only thing you could tell was like the ash coming up a little bit from the sky, and it was
Oh god, that was tough.
Yeah, the graphics were good for the time, but
So you fly your way into the palace and you work your way down to try and save the Doge. And Carlo's like, "Ha ha, you're too late." And the Doge's like, "What?"
It's like, what? Wait,
and
what?
Then, and then he kind of like just dies.
Oh, I had some of this poison tea.
Yeah. It worked at the perfect timing for Ezio to be here at the same time.
Yeah, right?
It should have been like that Always Sunny when Dee accidentally swallowed the apple seed and she's trying to throw up. It'd be like, throw up. You know,
It was Dennis.
Yeah.
Oh, did Dennis?
Dennis swallowed it.
You have to smoke. You have to smoke to
Kill the bacteria.
But it was the I thought it was the episode where they got a cat stuck in the wall and Charlie tried to get out with another cat.
It is, but yeah.
But that's when Dee and Mac, or the episode is Mac and Dennis break up.
Oh, what a great show.
Hell yeah, I can't wait for the new season. Anyway.
But so the Doge dies and Carlo starts screaming, "Oh my God, the assassin killed him!" So now kind of like everybody's blaming you.
So you kill Carlo.
Yeah, you chase down Carlo and then are guilty of, well...
Yeah, there's no way to look more guilty than kill the guy who's screaming that you're guilty.
So now it looks like you've killed two people instead of only the one you meant to kill.
Flash forward to 1486.
And kind of like this Yamis thing.
This is where you get the gun, right? This is where Da Vinci hooks you up with a firearm.
Yeah, this comes up, yes, because you're wanted for 2 murders of the old Doge and Carlo, and the new Doge is like, he never leaves his place, so how are you going to get him? And
Flying machine. No,
it doesn't work. Conveniently, you have a piece of paper that hides a gun in your gauntlet.
Oh, yeah.
So you you do this whole bunch of things for Carnival, and
Yeah, I have written Golden Mask shenanigans.
yeah, I don't even want to talk about how stupid that was.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You got invited to the party, but then you got in a fight to get a free one, and you didn't.
Yeah, because
they
they
cheated
cheated
you.
and blah,
So
blah,
then
blah.
Then you murdered everyone.
So you just had to steal it off somebody else. Why
Yeah.
didn't you do that in the first place?
And you sneak into the Carnival, and like there's all kinds of fireworks going off, and during the fireworks, you shoot Marco.
Boom.
Yeah.
Finally.
As a doornail.
So the next Doge is dead. So that's 2 Doges you did kill. Well, no. 1 Doge you didn't kill that you're blamed for. 1 you did kill, and another guy who was yelling, "Hey, this guy killed somebody."
That's
that you
3 murders, 2 are which pretty big.
killed. Yeah. Not to mention all the other people you killed on the way.
Mm-hmm.
So now it cuts to a little bit later, and you meet Agostino Barbarigo, who's the next up for the Doge.
Is that Tonio's buddy?
Yeah, but he's a good Barbarigo. He's not one of the bad ones.
So there are good ones on all sides.
Jesus.
He tells you that his brothers were bought by the Borgia, and he's not going to do it. And now you have to hunt down Silvio, Silvio Barbarigo, because he's trying to take the Doge away from Agostino, and they're waiting for the votes and blah blah blah. A lot of democratic stuff.
Yep.
And he's like, "Go use our buddy Bartolomeo and his guys. They'll help you do it." So you get to Bartolomeo. Bart, we'll call from now on.
Party
Yeah,
boy.
B-Dog.
B-Dog. I like that one. And you help his guys and get them out of jail, and then you attack Silvio and kill Silvio. So that's another Doge in waiting that you killed.
You kill Moro too here, right? You kill them both at the same time.
Yeah, the other guy. Yeah. His, like, sidekick.
Yeah. His vice president, really.
Yeah.
Sure.
And as Silvio's dying, he's like, "I don't care about this town. We just wanted to go to Cyprus." You're like,
Aha! Like, why would you say that?
because Ezio says something about,
He's like,
you
yeah.
can't have this town. He's like, "I didn't want the town. I just wanted to leave and go to
Like,
Cyprus."
this was all a misdirection, you fucking idiot.
So then Ezio has some self-reflecting to do, because he's been hunting and killing people for 10 years now.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
And he's still not done. And he's like, "They didn't even want this town. What was going on? They wanted to go to Cyprus for something."
Wait. Are these people still involved with my dad's death?
Well, you still know the Borgia is Rodrigo
You're still
Borgia.
Rodrigo, yeah. And then you find out, oh my God, he's a pope.
Nah, not yet.
Nope, sit.
But Rose is like, well, guess what? A boat's coming back from Cyprus today. It probably has something that the Borgia wanted or a reason, so you should probably like sneak in and get there.
It's like 2 years later, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, all right, we'll do that. We'll see what happens. And then you go talk to Leonardo, and he gives you some more bullshit about a prophet and so. And
He's like, wow, I just noticed this. There's secrets on the back of this codex, dude. You see this shit?
And I didn't bother looking at the back of it. It doesn't make any a fucking gun.
And then it dawns on you guys that it's all part of the Borgia's plan, that he was waiting for something from Cyprus so he can get the pieces of Eden and go open the vault. So you got to stop him.
Oh, of course.
So this boat arrives, and you dress as a soldier after you kill one.
Mm-hmm. Poor guy.
Sure.
And you kind of like carrying the piece of Eden. And you meet Rodrigo, and he's like, oh, finally, the other piece. And,
apple.
And then you kill the guy in front of you, and he's like, oh, assassin! Assassino. I don't know what
Is this the apple from the first one?
No.
You sure?
Yep.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
I'm 100% positive.
I don't know.
I watched like 4 videos explaining the ending to this game. I could probably clear up some stuff when we get there.
I can guarantee, because you find Altair's apple in a different Assassin's Creed 2.
I thought it tied
Oh.
together at the end of this, that they were like, the apple and Altair's kid and blah, blah,
But
blah.
they're multiple pieces of Eden. So then there's like a confrontation between you and Rodrigo, and you fight. And he keeps calling guards, and then amazingly, like your allies show up one by one. La Volpe and Rosa, Antonio.
I got your back, bro.
Yeah. And some guy you've never seen before shows up, and then you're all fighting, and Rodrigo retreats and runs away. Ha ha! And the guy you never met before is like, hi, I'm Machiavelli. I wrote a book.
People,
I know everything about everything, by the way.
Yeah, people call me Tupac.
Yeah.
Nice. Very nice.
But and they're like, and he's like, well, Rodrigo was the prophet. What happened? I don't see it here. And he's like, no, dude, Ezio,
Dude,
you're the prophet. You're the one we've been
prophet,
waiting
you
for.
Fucking idiot. I did not see this.
He's like, the prophet isn't here. He's like, yes, but you are Ezio.
Yeah, but where's the prophet?
I don't see him.
And they finally reveal to you that they're all assassins.
It was all a joke. Your dad's not dead.
And they kind of officially introduced him into the assassin order. Near the end of the game, you finally become an official assassin.
They don't cut your finger off. They just burn
No.
it a little bit.
Yeah. Which is probably for the better.
Yeah, true. But this is going to sting for a while.
And you kind of do your assassin ceremony, and you jump off the thing, and Desmond wakes up from the Animus. He's like, oh, wow. What happened? Like, you got to go back in. Go back in. All right.
Yeah, I have it
All
written
right.
down here. Back out of the Animus. ... Nope.
I have Desmond
In the
wakes up,
beginning, they're
go
like,
back.
it's so dangerous. It's so dangerous. You can't stay in there too long. You're going to bleed. There's going to be a turtle problem. Then later, you're like, I've been in there for 2 days. Put me back in. You got it.
Yeah. And there's corrupted memories here, so they have to skip you ahead a couple of years now.
Oh, to 1499.
Yep, where Rodrigo Borgia is Pope now. And time for your revenge.
Where did they put this together that the papal staff was the second piece?
Because one is supposed to be a staff and one is supposed to be a piece.
Oh, was that always in there?
Yeah. But you go to Mario's place, which is kind of like your home base, and you look at all the codex pages you got, and with the piece of Eden you got, it kind of like highlights the map hidden in the codex.
It's like, this is a map of the whole world.
Except there's lands we've never seen
It's
before.
like, bullshit. That's made up stuff.
And it shows like a couple of vaults. I guess they're vaults. They assume they're vaults. And like, oh, this one's in Roma.
Yeah.
That's
So
where it
turns
is.
into Borderlands.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
This is in Roma. Let's go there. Well, this was probably from before Borderlands 2.
Yeah.
But
09.
this is when they decide that the papal staff must be the other piece, is why Borgia wanted to become pope, so we can get that.
He just wanted to become pope, so he did. I mean, it's like normal.
But he needs both
Yeah.
pieces, so yeah. And then they show, well, I watched a different one than you two, unless if you watched the one I sent you.
Yeah.
There's a little cutscene where you get Altair's armor. I think if you do something, you get it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I did not see that.
I don't know why exactly it's in Italy, but it cuts to Rome, and you fight your way into the Vatican. You kill your way into the Vatican, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Happens all the time.
And you go into the Sistine Chapel, and Borgia's there, and you jump on him to try and kill him.
Yep.
And he kind of doesn't really die.
Yeah. He's like, I'm invincible, dick cheese.
Yeah. And then they have kind of a piece of Eden battle because Rodrigo kind of knocks everybody out with his staff.
He's like, why did you get knocked out?
He's like, because I got this piece. And then he does the cool thing that Almo Alim did from the first one. Yeah, splits himself into like 5. And there's a battle of pieces of Eden part, and it's kind of a big bad boss fight. And Rodrigo kind of grabs the piece of Eden and sticks it to his staff, and he's like, I'm going to go open the vault now. I'm the prophet. Ha, ha, ha.
I'm going to go let God out of his hiding place.
Yeah, because he believes, for some reason, he thinks God's in the vault, which makes me think these Templars really don't have it together, although they became Pope.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like, God's not in there, idiot.
Oh, yeah, I guess we should mention that the bad guys were the Templars all along.
Oh, I knew it.
No. Didn't we know that from the beginning?
I don't know.
Well, you should know it from Assassin 1, right?
Yeah.
Because Assassins and Templars are enemies.
But you don't really... Ezio, I don't think, knows it because he doesn't find out about Assassins until right before this. But you fight Borgia again, and then you kind of like, nope, I'm not going to kill you because I'm better than that.
And that's what opens the vault.
And you pick up the staff, and it kind of opens a vault to you. And you're like, oh, I guess I am the prophet.
Oh.
And you walk in. And this is where it completely takes a separate turn. But I'm going to cut to a little bit piece here.
Okay.
That wasn't in the video, but I remember.
Okay.
You could find like pieces, like things, subject 16 left for you in the Animus throughout the game. Mm-hmm. And if you find all 20 of them, it shows you like a video.
Okay.
Like
is that like in the pieces of art, like the little puzzles?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And if you got them all, it showed you like one of subject 16's things, and it shows like 2 people running away, kind of from a complex and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're carrying an apple of Eden, and they were like running away. And as soon as they get to the edge of the place, they're like, Adam, I think it's time we go. And she's like, yes, Eve, do you have the apple? And she shows it, and he's like, all right. So you kind of find like they brought subject 16 all the way back to Adam and Eve to see what happened.
Interesting.
Then we find out the big reveal that Adam and Eve were real, but not in the way we wrote.
Not the way,
we as in humanity.
Mm.
So you walk into the vault now, and this lady kind of appears, all digital. And Ezio's like, what's going on? And she's like, I'm Minerva. I go by many names. What's so funny?
I love how she's like, hey, I'm this person. And she looks at the screen. I'm talking to you.
He's like, Ezio's like, I'm here.
Who the fuck's Desmond now? What the fuck are you talking about?
But yeah, she explains that humans and her race inhabited the Earth a long time ago, and some kind of stellar event happened and killed almost everybody. And there's a few of her race left in temples. And she's like, I'm talking to Desmond, not you, Ezio. You're the prophet. You're the one that tells or is the conduit for my message. And she says that they made humans and that something's going to happen again if they don't stop it. And Ezio's got to go open other temples and find the others of her race. And then it kind of just ends, and Desmond wakes up.
Says, what the fuck?
And he's like, what the fuck was that? And you're like, I don't know, Templars are attacking. Let's get out of here. And then you kind of escape, fighting off Templars along the way. The end.
Yeah, I liked the end. I liked how they
I remember
kind of expanded the story.
I think that's what pissed me off about this game. That's why I never played another one. I'm like, fuck you. I just played 1 and 2, and you give me nothing. Give me to be continued.
I remember playing it and then being like, oh, this isn't what I thought it was at all.
No.
Which is kind of cool. I kind of liked it.
Well, we'll see when the score is fucking...
Well, like the big thing with Assassin's Creed was, where are they going to next? And I remember playing 2 first when I think Brotherhood had already been out. But I played it, and I was like, wait, they're going in a machine to the past? Come on. I had a hard time getting my head around that.
That was the part you had a hard time with?
Yeah.
Now I have a hard time thinking of an Assassin's Creed game where they don't do that.
I have a hard time thinking of an Assassin's Creed game that had a meaningful story like this one. Like,
Well, they all.
oh,
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So why don't we cut to the opinions here?
yeah.
Well, that's it, man.
Yeah, that's it. What are the new questions? I forget.
Oh, I haven't worked out anything better, but I guess we'll start with you, Sir Chump Slap.
Good. I have a lot to say.
Great. Does this video make you want to play it? Did the story work for you? What'd you score it?
Does this video make me want to play it? Kinda. I mean, I already played it,
Apparently.
and I remember it was fun to play.
Sure.
And I'll just leave it at that. I mean, kind of wanted to play it again, but not really. Does the story work for me? Yeah, it does, because it's all a revenge story. And then it's like, oh, look at this fucking crazy ending. You didn't see this shit coming, did you? So, yeah, the story works for me, but like I was saying, I don't remember. I never played Brotherhood, but I played the one in Egypt. And,
Origins.
Yeah, and I was like, well, this isn't just like a revenge story that turns into fucking something crazy.
No.
You know, there was no like story in the Animus that kept me intrigued.
They start becoming more about trying to figure out where things are in the past so they can find them in the future.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like this one was like the last one that I was like, oh, it's cool. It's this whole fucking revenge story. And it just so happened to play the part that it had to. That's why he was a prophet. That's why it was all prophesied. So it was good. I'll give it that. But the end, yeah, go fuck yourself.
No. I get it.
Like, oh, there's a lot of Edens, and before your world gets destroyed, Desmond, you gotta fucking find more of them. Oh, cool. Just put that on me. But I guess you got the map out of this, so you know where they are and all that jazz. And that's why you have to play all the other weird shit in different places. But all that said, out of 27 stars,
Our normal metric, yes.
Yes. An obvious metric.
I'll give it 13.
Ooh.
Good old lucky 13. Because, like I said, the story did work for me until the end. And, yeah.
All right.
That's pretty. And I remember it being really. The graphics were amazing at the time. And it was like.
Yeah, they were.
Oh, yeah. They were gorgeous.
But watching it now, I'm like, we were fucking suckers.
Like, they don't even look like people.
Yeah. It's like, what the hell is that? Is that a face? So, yeah, I'll give it a 13.
Okay, 13 it is. Nice middle of the road score.
Yeah, so let's kick it over to the Scotch Man.
Ooh, I like
Does
that.
it make you
I like
wanna
the
play
Scotch
it?
Man.
Would you score it? Did the story work
Nope.
for you? No, would the story work for you? Would you score it?
Yeah, there you go.
Perfect. Thanks for asking. Does this video make me want to play it? Not really. I still don't. I think I've been there, done it. I've done the Assassin's Creed format. You know what I mean? Like, I liked it. I enjoyed it. Happy for my time there, but it doesn't make me want to go back to that or 3 or Origins or Odyssey or Valhalla or any of the other games.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my jam anymore.
hear
That
you.
being said, though, the story was pretty good. I really enjoyed the use of the real historical figures for good guys and villains, and I liked Leonardo da Vinci's place. It makes sense that he's like your fucking Q, James Bond style, like to help you get your fucking gadgets together. I like that. I thought that was a neat.
I was thinking Star Trek Q. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about?
I was thinking QAnon Q.
No, James Bond. His tech
Yeah,
guy. His name's
now I
Q.
know.
I didn't
yeah.
want to say that because of the QAnon.
Oy. Yeah, I'm actually, guys. I didn't mention it last week, but I'm big into QAnon
I know.
Oh, we know.
now. You always knew. So, the ending. We got. Yeah, you're right. I gotta put in my fucking 2 cents on the ending here.
Yeah.
I thought there were really good parts about it. I really liked the fact that they took the story of Adam and Eve, put it in like a different context and a different spin, and Minerva's like, it's been so long, and it's just turned into like myth and like fable, but it's based in something that actually happened.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was very cool, but then when they're like, oh yeah, by the way, it's not an apple, it's hundreds of them. I'm like, ugh.
Well, it was a tree that was making them.
Was it golden apple tree? Is that what it was? But I thought the apple was more of like a colloquial name. It's not.
Yeah, I don't think it
apple.
was an actual apple.
Yeah,
From
some
what they
people
said.
call them pieces of Eden. But
Yeah.
But I'm right there with you, Chump Slap. Like, especially after watching or recapping the first game, it's as if they made that trilogy like one huge long game and just cut it at parts and then
Yeah.
release that as a game. Because it just fucking dies like at parts. And it's just the first one ends right in the middle of a scene. The second one just ends with, oh, there's a bunch of other things. We'll talk to you later. Peace. and we don't know what happened to Ezio. He's just like, why aren't you talking to me? Oh, I guess I'm done. Later.
Yeah. There's a dead pope there. And what the fuck happened to him?
Yeah. I don't know. I get some stuff out of this one. But,
I'd like to see that.
yeah, the story was good, but not great just because like open-ended, too open-ended. It can be open-ended. I want it to be a little open-ended. I want it to have, give us something to look forward to, but at the same time, I need literally like any closure at all for anyone's story would have been great. There's a line in there somewhere. They missed it. But so what would I score it out of 27 stars? I love Ezio. I love the fact it's a revenge story. And that's pretty much it. And you unravel this whole bullshit. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a 15. Which I think is a little high, and that might be some nostalgia-tinted stuff.
That's the way I feel about my 13, too. I was like,
I think more things worked than didn't. It was solid all the way up to that ending.
yeah, exactly. Like, the story is solid. You can't argue with that.
Yeah, and I know this isn't, we talk about the story, we don't talk about the game, but the gameplay, rather. But I did remember the progression and the tools and the weapons was really good. Mm-hmm. Like I didn't get a weapon till I absolutely needed it, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
It was good though.
I never got all the feathers.
I did. That's also a trophy I did not pop for me.
You missed one.
No. Because for getting all 100, you get a cape.
Yeah.
And I got the trophy for wearing the cape, but I didn't get the trophy for the 100 feathers.
And it's not like you could grab one other feather, right?
And,
Wasn't the
and
100
pop
the whole
trophy.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a Poppascotch fucking infamous thing.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why I didn't play
exactly.
it. That's why I'm not going to play it again.
All right, well, let's kick it over to the man who picked it.
Ooh,
Who's that?
buddy.
Kick it to the picket.
Oh, I like it.
Maybe.
Did the video make you want to play it again? Did the story work for you? And what'd you score it out of 27 stars?
It kind of did make me want to play an Assassin's Creed again. Maybe not this one. Maybe one of the 17 or 18 I didn't play.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so many.
But I remember playing it, and this was the first of the Assassin's Creed games that I played, and set the like. From then on, I just search for everything and do all the side quests until I get bored of doing that, and then just run through the story till the end.
Maybe that's why I never got to the story. Honestly.
Yeah, because if you keep running around doing stuff, you keep finding stuff, and obviously
Yeah.
you'll never get to it. But yeah, did the story work for me? The Ezio part of the story, I did like. Straight up revenge story. Killing everybody who killed your dad and brothers.
Sure.
Finding out all your friends were assassins was kind of annoying to me.
Yeah, I thought that was
But
silly.
I guess if they all were trying to train you to be an assassin before you, but
And they all knew about the fucking secret prophet.
yeah,
I thought that was weird.
that I can look by. But I do like Ezio as a character from the other two games. He grows up a little bit. The Desmond part, unlike you two, I really liked the ending. I thought it was good.
Oh, I like the Desmond ending, not the fucking
Well, I meant
Minerva
the
ending.
Minerva part of the ending.
Oh, okay, you're an idiot.
I kind of like it's kind of anti God of War, where God of War is like changing fate, but this kind of seems like you're destined to do something.
Yeah, all right.
And I did like it, and the story gets crazy after here, even more crazy with Minerva and all the first civilization and stuff. But I did like that it kind of like Ezio didn't know what was going on, and she was talking straight to Desmond. I like that ending. I don't know why you two didn't like it, because
I liked that part. I just didn't like the idea that, hey, there's a bunch of them later, and then that was it, and
Yeah.
Ezio didn't get enough closure for me.
And there were
Up
so
until
many.
then, it was good.
There were so many other doors in that area, like in that little.
I think only one was a door.
Oh, secret door.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll get you.
But yeah, I like that. I like that it left me hanging, even though the main part of the Ezio story was done of why you were there, trying to make Desmond learn to be an assassin.
It did make me interested in this whole first civilization thing, but not interested.
It gets so crazy.
But not interested enough.
A nostalgia tinted score, and the fact that I really like Ezio, I'm gonna give it a 17.
Ooh,
Because unlike you two, I actually like the ending.
45. Holy schnitz.
Which I know, which is probably the difference in the scores between us, because I like the ending and you two didn't.
I didn't even remember the ending. That's how little I liked it when I played it.
I kind of remember you being upset about it now that you've brought it up.
Yeah,
Like after you played it.
probably. I mean, I was younger and less rational.
I definitely remember you, Dr. Scientist, complaining about not getting the feathers and the other story trophy.
I do. That sounds familiar.
It annoys me.
I was like, what do you mean it glitched? I'm like, look at my thing. And it had like finish chapter 6, finish chapter 8. And then chapter 7 was just not there.
Yeah, it still annoys me to this day that I don't have one more platinum.
I got the platinum, if that helps.
It makes me feel better.
It's a little bit, yeah.
Maybe I'll put it back in and get all the feathers.
That's why I didn't play it again, because I could just run through the story and like get the story trophy. But to get the 100 feathers, I was like, no, there's not a chance. I'm not going to do this.
All right. Anything else anyone else to say about this gem?
Nope.
It gives us a 45, which is almost double the score of Clock Tower last week at 24.
It's the highest of the year.
Highest of the season 3.
That might have made the top
so
5 last year. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I'm not going to look it up.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and move on. Let's close it out with our favorite segment of every week, which is Dr. Scientist Classic Wrestling Finisher of the Week.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ooh. 1, 2, 3.
Every week now, we ask Dr. Scientist for his recommendation on what the best classic wrestling finisher move of the week is, and he never disappoints us. This week, Dr. Scientist, what do you got?
All right, if you get in a street fight this week, use this classic submission hold called the Steiner Recliner.
How about you give the people a little summary on what the Steiner Recliner is all about?
Well, it's Scott Steiner's finishing move.
Of course, everyone knows him.
Gremlin? What's his name?
The CrossFit. No, he was Big Papa Pump was Scott Steiner.
Jesus.
So Big Papa Pump, it's a version of the camel clutch, if you know what the camel clutch is.
I was going to say, that's what I was picturing.
Yeah. But here, from the Pro Wrestling Wiki, they describe the hold as the wrestler begins the hold by standing over the face-down opponent. Mm-hmm. He reaches down to pull the opposing wrestler up slightly, sits on his back, and places both of his opponent's arms across his thighs, then locks his arms across the crook of his... Once the opponent has the wrestler's arms where he wants them, he reaches forward, cups his hands in a manner so that his fingers are interlocking, and grabs the opponent's chin and leans back.
Sounds painful.
Yeah, it looks painful.
Sounds easy to get out of.
I recommend you go on YouTube and watch him give Beetlejuice the Steiner Recliner. Yes, the guy from Howard Stern.
Yeah.
It is highly entertaining.
Oh, my God.
So Big Papa Pump's Steiner Recliner.
Yes, and go check the video out of Beetlejuice getting it, because it's hilarious.
You heard it here, folks.
You're here, folks. A Steiner Recliner. In case you were getting in street fights, we got all the good tips. So, if that didn't do you for you, let's go to our favorite segment of every week, which is Chump Slaps. Would you rather?
Ooh.
Ooh?
Every week now, we ask Chump Slap a would you rather question, and he has to pick an answer and explain why, and we all just generally have a good time with it. This week, I believe, Chump Slap, you've got a good one you want to
No, I do.
There.
I have to ask him.
No, I can't ask myself.
Oh, Jesus. Dr. Scientist, so this week, you got a good one there to ask Chump Slap, huh?
I hope you're not going to cut that out. Yes, I heard this one on Free Beer and Hot Wings. Don't answer right away.
Okay.
Would you rather,
The thinker.
if during sex you had to speak like Borat the whole time, or the other person had to speak like Borat the whole time? Before you answer, let's hear your impression of Borat.
That's nice. My wife.
Yes. So one of you has to talk like Borat the entire time during sex for the rest of your life. Either you or the other person. And remember, the other person might not be good at impressions.
But yeah, I'm thinking, are they perfect at it?
No.
Or do they just have to do an impression of it?
They just do an impression of it. The whole time, like everything they say or do is going to be in Borat's voice.
Oh, yeah.
My wife.
Don't stop. I can't do the impression.
Yeah, you suck at it. All you can do is my wife.
Give me your tears, Gypsy, or I'll take them.
Well, if I'm fucking Poppascotch, it's him. Oh, shit. I'd say they have to do it.
Even if it's really bad?
Even if it's really
what if it's
bad.
me? Like, don't stop. I can't do it in Borat.
Yeah.
Impression. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. If
That's
it's a really
nice.
bad impression, I'll be like, shut the fuck up.
But what if they
Yeah,
can't?
but eventually we're talking years down the road. It's just you're just gonna start laughing. And
I know. I mean, I don't have a problem with nutting while I'm laughing, so
it's all right.
But what if they don't know they're doing Borat?
that's even better. It's like post-coital. I'm like, you do this weird thing when you're fucking.
They're like, no.
It's
What do you mean?
awesome.
You sound exactly like Borat. No, I don't.
I swear to
It's like
God.
we're gonna videotape it next time, and
It's so good. Yeah, I'd make them do it.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would never want to do it myself.
Okay, well, let's say someone had a different opinion and they wanted to do the Borat voice while they were having sex, and maybe they have already. Who knows? Where would they send that email to, Sir Chump Slap?
You can send that to plottytime@gmail.com, and I will personally respond
That'd
to
be a
each
fantastic email.
and every one.
Yeah, send that one. We want to read it. 100% guaranteed response rate to date. Doesn't disappoint this guy over here, Chump Slap.
No, sir.
And let's say they wanted to get to us faster on the socials with more swearing. Where would they do that, Dr. Scientist?
They would do that at Plotty Time on Instagram, Twitter, and Telegram.
Oh, great.
I don't even know what that is.
Nothing good. So, if you want to watch our logo while you listen to the podcast, go over to YouTube, like and subscribe over there. It really helps us out. So that does it for us for this week. Next week, we'll talk about another game. It'll be a great time. You don't want to miss it. Smell you later.
Ding, ding.
Goodbye.